Yeah, good. Very nice. Thank you. Sorry?
Me.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Is anyone there? Goodbye. Hello. Check 1, 2. On the ones and twos.
That's what,
on the ones and
that's
twos.
what they really like, by the way, yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, cool. Let it all record. Boom, boom, boom. And I'll need the iPad, please. Thank you. 4 zeros, yes.
Just stop.
Can't stop.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear say where yo.
Where
Come on. A lot of people are not going to know this, but see, these girls know it.
Of course. That's a banger.
Can I slide a bit more to the this side?
Slide to the left.
Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross.
Wait, this is all recorded, yeah? Boys, take my phone. Take pictures and stuff on here as well while you're doing your bits. They're recording anyway, so cool. Let me answer your question first before we get into the podcast in terms of building a team. So one thing I do is that I give people a chance as well, right? Don't always believe what you see on the CV or what people tell you.
Yeah. I always lie.
Yeah. See? Yeah, because you never know. So I've taken people on board who have just reached out and say, I can do this, but I can do it better. So I'm like, show me then. Put them to the test, see how fast they deliver, what they ask you, their professionalism, yeah, and see if it's actually any good. If it's any good, take a chance on them, you know, because there's something in your content that they've obviously seen that they've liked and they've done it for you and they've reached out. I got a lot of respect for people who got the balls to reach out.
That's
because
true.
people can come across intimidating, yeah? Yeah, people may not approach you too, yeah? Oh, like these, no, I can't approach them, yeah? And so that's one thing. That's one method, yeah? Another thing is you got to, I guess, ask around people. So I've got people that I have found from Fiverr, Fiverr, and then I've employed. Yeah. So I've asked them to do me a job first because then I can see their quality, their professionalism, their speed, and whether they can do the job to my specifications. Yeah. Because I've asked for this. Obviously on Fiverr, they will have like this, the turnaround time is in 48 hours. I'm going to say, can you do this in 24 hours? All right. And let's see if they do it. Yeah. Because I'm the client paying them and I've said 24 hours, but their thing is 48 hours from Fiverr. So who are you going to listen to, the paying client? Yeah. Or this one for your commission? And so I make decisions based on that as well. And so far I've taken one person from that. There are 3 other people that I did give tasks to that wasn't professional. Someone took too long. So then I just keep it moving, right? But I also make it clear to them that there could be a potential opportunity to work a long time with me, like for a long working relationship. So I don't say employ you, but so I don't want to put that in their head straight away like that. And just a bunch of different things. And so when it came, and I said on the last podcast as well, when it came to me building my team a few years back, I had these 3 women in my head that I put down, and then I wrote them down on a piece of paper with pros and cons for all 3 women. And then I had to just, at the time, just pick one. I wanted to hire one person as an ops manager. And then I couldn't pick just the one. So eventually I just played my cards right, spoke to all of them individually, told them my plan, told them that I was doing pros and cons of each and every one of you. Yeah.
Told them that they're on my hit list with being weighed up.
Yeah.
I'm judging you currently.
But the whole thing is like I want you.
Yeah.
Like I want you. Yeah. And so eventually I got all 3 of them. I took all 3 of them.
Do you still have them now?
No.
Any of them?
No.
There is still one. There is still one. But I'm not going to lie in here and say that she will continue to work for me. We've probably come to...
I'm sorry, by the time this is out, you may have been sacked.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to... It's one of those things that where we've come to that moment where we're just going to go our separate ways, right? Because my direction of where I want the business to go and what we're going to do now doesn't align.
It's not you, it's him.
With it is me. It is me. It is me, though, you know. And then so
I decided you had everything you needed for when I needed you. Now you're no longer ready. You are, in fact, disposable.
And you know what? And let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm the person that encourages you, and my team encourages you to be the best version of yourself.
I've done all I can for you. Now it's time to let you go.
Yeah.
You see how these girls are spinning it, you know?
I've done what I can for you. You've done what I needed from you.
No. The thing is with me,
The door is there.
Khalas. No. I listen.
And I don't judge.
And I don't judge. No. So do you know what it was? What was really interesting? You know, I done the Wheel of Life with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was off the back of the Wheel of Life. Yeah, when we looked at the segments that needed to improve, that needed to change, and one specific sector was lacking versus the others, and decisions need to be made, and we had these difficult conversations, and that had to just, I guess, happen, but not just for. And actually, I lose out. I lose out. Yeah, but it's okay. I'm not the type of person that's gonna sit down, cry, go in the corner. Okay, cool, Pri. You're going to be in this situation now, yeah? You've got so-and-so time to fix it, right? And I'm just not going to talk, I'm going to do. So then I go on my mission. All right, guys, all right, I need to get this person. How am I going to do it? What am I going to do? Okay, cool. Let me speak to some people. Let me utilize the people that I do have. Do you have anyone? Is there anyone you can recommend? Yeah? And I'll make it perfectly clear. So if you send me someone to do, I don't know, content, and they're not good, I will say, okay, we're not going to work together, yeah. But thank you for the recommendation. There's no shade on you or anything like that, but it's just not what I want as an individual. And my work ethic and the way I do things is very, very different. Now you can ask like the boys here in the studio, seeing Priyesh and seeing the content is one thing versus being in PA Effects. It's a beast, yeah. And that ask, look, Con, you say what it was like, yeah. You've been with me for 4 years as a trader.
So you've been held on to. He likes you.
I used to see him for 2 hours on a weekend, and he was intense for 2 hours. Then employed a little bit part-time, saw a little bit side, and now it's continuously going, and it's unreal. I don't know when he sleeps.
So what's it like? So actually ask him any question you want. What's it like to work for me? And to work for PA Effects.
Just act like he's not here.
It's intense, but highly rewarding, I would say.
What is rewarding about it?
You get access to someone who lives the life you want to live, I think. And it's just continuous encouragement that comes your way.
Does he teach you how to live the life you want to live, though?
Yes.
Yeah?
And he lives it, so you actually get to witness and be part of that journey as well. Which is pretty
That's
cool.
really nice.
That's lovely.
That is a really nice thing.
That's lovely.
Great.
Thank you. I'll send you the money. and so take your time. Another thing I'll say as well, and this is what I've learned, is fire people fast. You know if they're not right for your business. You know.
Yeah. We've learnt this already.
Yeah.
So you get rid of
Just
them.
finding the right people.
Fast.
Yeah.
That's the hard part.
And
Yeah.
then don't think that maybe I can nurture them, maybe I can do this and do that. You're going to know you get rid of them.
Yeah.
And then hire people, promote people faster.
Absolutely.
Yeah, promote
Once
them
we get
faster.
to the place we can actually promote them.
But when you empower people by rewards, these guys are a great example of rewards. I gave them a task a few months ago. I said, this is what you have to do. You do it. You're flying to Dubai with me. Yeah.
You did it.
The rest of the team didn't. They're still stuck in the rest of the 9 of them. They're all stuck doing what
Your expiry date is coming, guys.
No. But it's good because it's going to empower them to do different as well. And the thing is, I always say, look, I don't want you to go above and beyond. I don't want you to do that. Yeah. I just want you to do what's on paper.
Yeah.
Do your job, but do it to the best of your ability. That's
100%,
it.
yeah.
I'm not telling you to work overnight and do this type of stuff. Yeah. But I just want you to not only enjoy it, but I want you to be here because you want to be here.
I want you to show that you want to be here.
100%. Don't worry about the paycheck. Don't worry about that. And people would like, oh yeah, but if I go work for PFX, then I'm going to learn about trading. I'm going to learn how to make money. That's the wrong ethos. That's not what I wanted to come work for PFX for. Yeah, I wanted to come to work for PFX because of like similar reasons. What you said, learn. Yeah, learn, get this right. Yes, your finances will improve, but that's just one part of your life. There's so much more. Yeah, well-being, health. We spoke about well-being last time. Yeah, so much more that we can do. Yeah, that's why I tried to turn you into the best version of yourself, because sometimes we don't even know our own ability ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Often, yeah.
We need it unlocked by someone, which is why therapy is so important for so many people, because it unlocks something in you that we can't see, but they know how to dig deep and find it. Yeah, they can find the trauma, they can find your great qualities, etc., etc., etc. And so, yeah, man, look, you'll find the right people, and don't be afraid just to keep trying until you find the right people for the role. And I'm very, very particular, like turnaround time. Remember, there's between 15 to 18 pieces of content released from PFX per day.
15 to
Mad.
18 pieces of
Per
content a day.
across all our platforms. Now, remember, I said there's 9 other people that you don't see, and then there's these guys here that you do see. These guys, you might see them filming and doing everything. Do not think for a second that once they stop, they're not jumping on their laptops and they're getting other things done, because things are going to get posted, and everything's just got to run smooth, right? And so when people say, "Oh, but how do you do it?" Yeah, when we was in the pods at Blue Waters, and then Kai said, yeah, now, a lot of people say, "But how do you do it? How do you go to so many places and do all of these things and meet so many people in one day?" Yeah, no excuses.
If you want something, it will get done.
100%.
If you believe in something,
That's it.
It will get done.
100%.
If you have the passion and the heart for it, it will get done. We get asked all the time, because we do so much more than just events.
Yeah.
And people always ask us, "How do you do it? I can just barely do what I'm doing." And again, it's like, you believe in something, you want something, you do it, and you do it without thinking about it.
Yeah.
You don't. There's not like, I don't feel like, yes, I'm tired. Like today, I am shattered. I am so tired.
But you're here.
But I'm here. I will still turn up. But it's not even a question.
And she went gym.
And I went to the gym. I did. But there's no question. Do you know what I mean? Nothing. Whenever I'm doing something that I believe in or that I have passion about, and I'm sure you can vouch for it as well, there's not a question of anything to hold me back. I just get it done. I can see what the goal of whatever it may be, how big or how small, and it's like, right, how do I get there? Cool, done it. And if it takes me the whole day to do it, I'm getting it done, and then I'm moving on to the next one.
That's it. Simple as that.
It's simple. There's no need to go. Once you complicate it, that's when it doesn't get done.
You got to do what you got to do to get to where you need to get to.
100%.
Simple as that. There is no other shortcut. There's no other way around it.
Literally.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so why I said no excuses. I hate excuses. I hate people with excuses. You know.
Yeah, we had an excuser work for us once. Oh, the excuses.
I wish I wrote down all of her excuses. You couldn't make it up. Honestly, like
She was
Yeah.
one
I was
excuse
looking
away
after
from
my-
telling us the dog ate her homework.
Nah.
There was a dog one though.
There was a dog one.
There was a
Nah.
dog one.
Yeah,
And my
yeah,
dog
yeah.
ate this, and we ended up being in the vets for like 3 days, and we're like,
There was a mafia one as well. There's something to do with the mafia.
there's been
Mafia.
madness.
Oh, honestly, you couldn't. Well, I don't. But listen, it was. Yeah,
It could-
she was.
it couldn't have
She
been
was the
true.
excuser.
It was a
honestly.
lot.
She's gone though, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Our pain point has always been knowing we don't want someone, but not being able to find someone else quick enough. If we're like,
But you can't hold on to them for the sake of we haven't found someone yet, so let's just hold on to them for now.
but then
Just
what
get
do you
rid of
do? Get rid of them, and then who's gonna do the part of that will?
them. So when you get rid of them, that stress that they brought to you is gone.
but a new stress is there.
So the new stress is just to get that content done. But when you have that clarity of mind, yeah, you can find someone that you're looking for without having the headache of someone else. Trust me, guys, it's not worth the baggage. There was a great clip that we released the other day about baggage where we speak about, when I talk about dropping friends and family or whatever out of my life, yeah, because people hold you down like bags. The more bags you hold, the slower you're going to be. You got to let go of bags. And letting go of people fast, yeah, when you know they're wrong for you, don't worry if you've got no one else at that moment. If it means you got to suffer from not posting content for a week or whatever, you got to do it yourself. Just
It
got
got
to
to
do
the
it.
point we even had that discussion. We were like, even if nothing gets posted, and we kind of did
Yeah.
because
It was like a week or
we
so.
let go of our previous people, without kind of giving any notice, it came to that thing, and we were like, no, enough's enough now, and we were just like,
Just
this is
get
the
out of
line.
here.
Yeah, and we pretty much we just dragged our feet to do it because of the fear that of, oh my God, who's going to do all of this? And it was a fear for us because we've got so
100%.
much, we're juggling so much, and it's like, yes, we're not happy with what's being done, and we're really like done with it, but at the same time we were scared to let go of it at the same time because, oh my God, what's going to happen? But our arm got twisted to the point where we couldn't take it anymore, and we were like, yeah, enough's enough. But
then
luckily
we're at a place where we
had someone to jump in.
You know, sometimes ask your friends to chip in a little bit.
I mean,
Oh, we
we
do,
ask our
yeah.
community. We have
Yeah.
ambassadors. We ask them to do stuff. Cyril, no. I will ask for help. I love to ask for help.
Yeah,
Help
like
me.
trust me, when you're good people and you have good energy, people will help you.
Yeah.
People will help you. People will chip in. How much stuff have we done for other people? I always say, just give us the stuff. My turnaround time, my team is like this, yeah, and we'll do it. Yeah, just to help you out, no problem. Yeah, so we'll take stuff. Here we go, whack it out. Yeah, and that's it. Just people will help you when you've got good energy and you're a good person. Yeah, people will
People
help
do
you.
help us, to be fair.
Yeah.
Where
That's good.
there's people that come, but then it's also like people come because they want to help, and then their life gets busy, and then they start something within your company, and then they leave, and you're like, well, that's not very helpful now, is it? You were
Yeah, but
helpful, and now you're not
it's
helpful.
interesting because we can't stop. Let's go back to my employee that is now will leave full time.
On leave full time.
No, that's gonna leave. No, as in leave full time.
My employee who is on leave full time. Do they get paid? Because that sounds nice. I'll be an employee on leave
I'll be
full
on
time.
leave full time. Yeah, literally.
And so you can't stop their growth. Yeah, you got to want what's best for them as well.
That's if they are growing, though. That's where I would say for people that come in to help and support, and we understand like life goes on. Women Who Thrive is not their baby. They just saw it as an opportunity to help and support and do something that interests them. But then something better comes along, or a different kind of opportunity comes along, and they completely leave this thing that they started to create. For me, it's unsettling because the kind of person both of us are, if we went into anything and said, I want to start and do this, it's because we actually mean it. So even if another opportunity came around, we would finish whatever we said that we were going to do, just finish it as a complete, here's that task, here's that event, here's that whatever it is, it's a complete thing, here you go, not a half-coloured in picture, you know?
I would say we probably get on a weekly basis, we get an average of like probably 20 people who will message or say to us in passing like, oh my God, if there's anything we can do to help you, we'll help you. We're here. Like, I'm here. So many women do it. Like I lose count of the amount of women who've said and who've come up and said they'll help us. And I think we must make it look so freaking easy that they think it's like they think it's a walk in the park. And I think when we're like, yeah, okay, come help us. Like, we're always like, the door's open. If we can help you help us, then why not? Me and Achasta are big on collaborating and helping people grow. And a lot of the time women come to us because they're looking to do something and they feel like through helping us, it will help them.
Right.
That's literally,
And a lot of the time
humans.
it does.
It
That's
does.
exactly what it does.
Yeah. But 95% of the times it will help them, definitely.
And then it leaves us in the lurch.
Exactly. And then I think they underestimate how much work and passion goes into what we do, and then it's like, bye.
Do you think a big reason why people would come work with you guys and then leave is because maybe someone's offered them more money? Isn't money a key or big decider why people move on?
In general, yes. In again, I think ours is just, like I said, they can get something out of helping us, and that far exceeds money for them, depending on what their business or their passion is. So it really depends.
Does that hurt you when they leave?
For me, it's not necessarily hurt. It's more just like a bit of disappointment and a feeling of being used. Because it's like, yeah, use us. We're here. We're a service, but don't use us under false pretenses. Where it's like, I'm coming to help you, But no, you're not. And I would say that we've come a lot more savvy when it comes to that. Like, for example, someone just messaged yesterday, like, hi, can you promote this? And I was like, okay, what will you be giving exclusively to our community? And she's like, oh, no, nothing. This is already a good deal. So I said, okay, so you just want free advertisement on our platform. That's not how this works. No. So you want us to do something for you so that you can gain revenue and we gain nothing.
It's actually a bit disrespectful to even ask something.
And it's happening
like
so
that.
more often. It's like we've got to the point where, and I think people look at us like, oh, and this is the thing, is people start looking going, oh, do they think that they're too big? And it's like, no, we don't. But we know how much we do for the communities and for the brands and for people. Like, marketing is not cheap.
Yes.
And I think people forget that. Marketing is not cheap. There's two of us here. And when we put we've got 19.5k unique followers on Instagram. We've never bought our followers. We've never begged for followers or anything. We've let our content do the talking. We've got the followers. We've got the database. We've got the membership. We've got the community. We have real women, real humans. And that's what most of these brands and most of these communities want. They want access to the real people. And we have it. And we've done 4 years of grafting.
Over 4 years.
Over 4 years of grafting and being ourselves and showing up when we've gone through family deaths, breakups, pain, good times, bad times. We have never not shown up. We've always come and been there. And that's why we've been able to create what we've created and we've got what we've got. And that's why we do get emails and calls every day. But for some reason, people seem to think that door needs to be open for free for them.
Yeah.
And it's like even the simplest thing of saying, okay, we're happy to work with you. And we're not saying that you have to give us the biggest discount or whatever. And we're not even asking for us. We're asking for our community. We're like, we will work with you, but give us something that's exclusive that just our community has access to. So they can see that this partnership is something that you believe in and that you put into high regard and that you know that our community is worth it. It doesn't have to be like they get anything free. We know that. You've got to make money. We understand. We want you to make money. But there
needs to be an incentive. Yeah. And it's so interesting where you say that, because just yesterday, I was with someone and the day before that, when we was shooting with Sony, I mentioned it to a group of people about this individual who doesn't get the flowers she deserves. Yeah, and then I was with her yesterday and I was talking to her that we had this little conversation and stuff. And then I said, it's not nice. People deserve the flowers that they deserve. And what I mean by that, listen, put some money on the table. Put some money on the table. People think that this stuff is all free.
Yeah.
That Priyesh is just chilling, just having conversation. Brother, pay for it then.
Yeah.
Innit? Pay for it and you'll see.
Someone who does my marketing for the Steps I Took podcast sent a screenshot of a DM, someone saying, oh, hi, really loving what you're doing. I just wanted to know, how can I get involved? I'd love to be a guest. I said, yeah, let them know it's 1,000 dirhams, innit? Let them know. Who are you? Because I bet you haven't even watched one episode.
Yeah, literally.
But I understand, because being an opportunist makes sense. Take opportunities, but with some kind of level of grace. Like, if I'm going to ask to be on someone's podcast, I'm going to watch the podcast.
100%.
I'm going to understand
100%.
it. I'm going to, even to know if I want to be on it. Do you know, like, and then I'm going to talk to them about it. And actually, when I come, like, on LinkedIn, there's so many LinkedIn warriors that will DM.
Warriors.
They connect with you and then they're like, oh, I love what you're doing, Mara. I'm like, what? I just say, oh, amazing. Thank you so much. What specifically do you love?
I love what you do. Yeah, because they say, don't it? I love what you're doing.
What do you love? Because I'm doing so many things. So I'm actually grateful for your feedback, but please tell me exactly what you love, because...
And then it's like...
No, there's nothing. Just another.
It's the same with the
message.
amount of messages we get. I love what you're doing with the community. I would like to come and get involved and see what collaborations we can do. And then, okay, well, what's your idea? Oh, no idea, nothing behind it. Like, so you want to collaborate with us, you want to come and speak to our community, but you don't really understand what we do. You don't know what we do, and then you don't even have an idea of how you can collaborate with our community because you haven't taken the time to come to an event or look through the Instagram, find out what we do or how you can place it. If I'm going to go to someone and say, I want to collaborate with you, I promise you I will have an idea. It might not be, you might not like it, but I will have an idea. I'll come with an idea and say, this is what I was thinking. And then we'll get into conversation.
And this is why I chose you.
Yeah, literally. Like, they come with no ideas, no nothing. And they're like, oh, I remember when we went to meet someone once, and they messaged us saying they wanted to collaborate with us. We set up a meeting. Mind you, our faces are on our Instagram, and you have
You know who we
DM'd us via Instagram.
Don't say they didn't know who you were.
They messaged us and said, how do I know who you are when I get there?
No.
That was a turning point for us because we said, we're not going to just meet anyone anymore. There's no way we're just going to meet anyone anymore.
That's mad
You
disrespectful.
messaged us
That's
on Instagram.
mad-
The first, at that point, at that time, the first pinned post was me and Achasa sat down on a sofa.
Nah. So that's fists. nah.
were like,
Imagine someone come to me. Yeah. Can you send me a picture so I know what you look like? Nah,
Yeah.
that's fists. No.
It's crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. That's
It's-
mad disrespectful.
Yeah, it's
That's
They
mad
just see
disrespectful.
a community, they see the opportunity to utilize our community for their benefit.
Yeah.
And with Women Who Thrive, we're all about making sure everyone wins. We want to win. We want our community to win with the kind of people that we facilitate for all the workshops. We want them to be introduced to a new venue, cafe, whatever it might be. We want the owners of the cafe to be happy. We want the facilitator. Everyone should be happy. If someone's coming in with the mindset of, how can only I be happy? They're not for Women Who Thrive. They're in the wrong place because, yes, all of us as humans are selfish and self-centered to a certain degree. But when you're coming into the Women Who Thrive community, it's about what can I give? How can I support the ecosystem to ensure that as many people as possible in every capacity of whatever it takes to put this event or community or whatever it might be together, where is it that I am adding value? And everyone comes into the community adding some kind of value, whether it is being able to host an event themselves, linking us to a different facilitator, or being that friendly shoulder for a new person to come in and talk to, or asking the right questions, or meeting someone for a coffee when they need that help. Whatever it might be, everyone is there to help each other. And that is why when people come into Women Who Thrive, they stay and they feel, and when they do decide to like flee the nest because they're busy and life gets busy, and obviously we completely understand that, then they're leaving with ties. They're leaving with ties to people,
Yes.
to experiences, to opportunities that have come already and opportunities that will come in the future. So I'm certain that everyone leaves Women Who Thrive with a full heart.
Do you know how
And then
important that is, even in Dubai especially?
100%. And I think it works quite similarly for the brands and people that we work with as well, and the partnerships that we've built. And a lot of people that you can tell who you're going to have a long-standing partnership and relationship with, because again, we all want to, the sole purpose of what we do sometimes to a certain extent is make money so we can keep going and making it better, right?
Of course.
So we understand that people need to make money and brands want to make money, but I think a lot of them have short-term. This word community has become a buzzword this year, right? It started at the beginning of the year. It's become a buzzword, and everyone is building their communities, a hair salon, a coffee shop. You've got coffee parties, whatever it is. But I think what some of these venues and places forget is when we bring our community to you, because they're always interested, well, how much money are we going to make out of this one event? That's not what we're giving you. You've come to us. You've reached out to us because you want us to host an event at your establishment. We will bring the women. And I'm promising you, 9 times out of 10, I would say 90% of the women who we've brought to the venue have never heard of your venue or been to your venue.
Even 95%.
95%. We are giving that exposure in itself. They might not order the most expensive of that. We might leave after that event and not have even touched the tip of how much you wanted to make out of that event. We don't take anything from it, right? If they buy a coffee, that goes
To them.
right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you've made something more than you may have done if we hadn't been there anyway.
Because we never take the venue as like just ours privatized. So other people are fully able to come in,
Wherever
go,
they want, right?
And we
right,
watch,
right.
and how many people are coming and going. It's Dubai. There's so many cafes and restaurants.
Of
So
course.
it's like, why not want the exposure on our platform?
And word of mouth is probably the strongest and best kind of marketing tool you can have. If you're looking for real consumers, if that's your target audience, real consumers who are going to come to your restaurant, eat at your restaurant, come to your coffee shop, come to your venue, that's what we're giving you. They may come today, they may not come back tomorrow, but they probably will come. I know that a lot of our people come to us and go, oh my God, I went back to that venue that you guys took us to introduce us. So many people go, oh my God, how did you find this place? Achasa's great at finding places. Oh my God, how did you guys find this place? I never knew this existed. That exposure is priceless. Absolute priceless. And I think people, venues, managers who work at venues, they forget that. Just because you might have not hit that budget then, but I promise you that person's gone home, told their husband, told their friends, oh my God, gone to work, told them, oh, what did you do over the weekend? Oh, I went to a Women Who Thrive event and it was at this place that I've never been to and it was so nice. You must go. That's how...
They also have to remember, like, we bring the women, we are not in control of how good your coffee is or your offerings.
That's you, innit?
Yeah,
That's you.
it's on
You got to do your
exactly.
job, innit? You got to do your job.
One of the cafes we actually did an event in, I want to go back there because it was great. Free parking as well. I love that. A couple of the women get the package or whatever. And it's a domino effect, right? I saw it. I was like, oh, that looks good. I'm getting it. Someone else sees me get it. They're like, oh yeah, that looks good. And then suddenly loads of people are getting it. If someone gets something and it don't look good like that,
Appealing, yeah. That's not a reflection on you.
it's not my fault.
Yeah.
I've done what I needed. I've done a lot.
Yeah.
This is actually what you're doing. Obviously, we vet the places. They're all good to a certain standard. They all have nice things, but everywhere has nice things. Everywhere does avocado on toast.
You're in
Why
Dubai.
is your avocado on toast special? Why should they buy your avocado on toast over the other cafes? You know?
Do you want more footfall? We're doing what we're doing a good job on our end. We're giving the women the actual workshop and the community. So,
but the remainder of the experience has got to come from you as well. You got to play your part.
People to come back.
I hear that.
Come in when the women are coming.
I hear that.
Have someone there who's also introducing. Welcome to this establishment.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. We're very upfront, me and Chessa. We don't BS around anything because we can't afford to BS. And at the end of the day, we say to everyone, when we work with you, we do it with the intention of wanting to work a long-lasting relationship because that's what's needed and it's strong and that's what we stand for. So we give them an opportunity. If we're bringing 20, 25 women through your door who've not been to your establishment before,
you're welcome.
You know, first of all, you're welcome. Secondly, like if we say to them all the time, we're like, maybe put together a special little menu for the ladies to make them feel like special. Like maybe say the Women Who Thrive special menu, a coffee and a little pastry or something. How reluctant people are to do that as well is mind blowing. Like how much do you really want your venue to work and stand out and look different? It's those little touches. Like I went to this event and they did this and the rest. Like we went to a restaurant in downtown recently. We had an event and they made little drinks, but they put what are those called?
Women Who Thrive logo on it.
They put a Women Who Thrive logo with a little stick into the drinks, like a little stirrer kind of thing. Like those little. I'm not saying everyone has to do that, but everyone came up to me and was like, oh look, you guys, this is such a cute touch. And I was like, it's not us, it was the restaurant.
The people then who got that took a picture of it.
Of course, you're going to take a picture. Of
Yeah.
course. And that is such a clever thing because, you know, that is the ethos of how Dubai was even built in the first place. Yeah. So when Jack Dorsey, who owned Twitter at the time, was invited to come to Dubai. This is right at the start when Dubai, when they had an idea, when they ran out of money and needed a way to do things. So one of the biggest incentives was for companies to come here and bring your staff. And the biggest incentive will be no tax. And so when Jack came into immigration, they made a custom stamp with the Burj Khalifa and the Twitter bird just for him.
Sick.
You see that? So when you said about the straws and
I
the
want
Women
to
Who
stamp
Thrive,
with Women Who Thrive.
Government
People out there, we want the stamp.
Because it's these small
And
things.
the golden visa.
And the golden
And the
visa.
golden visa.
And the golden visa. We deserve
The golden visa.
Flowers.
Flowers. Give them the flowers.
We are making changes for women in Dubai. We are supporting the Dubai ecosystem.
We are.
Yeah. But you see, small things like that. So listen, 100% get that. You know, we didn't even do an intro. Welcome back to Memoirs of a Trader. Yeah, and we are here for part 2 with the lovely Chassa and Sue, who are Women Who Thrive. And so following on from our last podcast, we did digress quite a bit. But it's all good. And so, look, even in this conversation and in last week's conversation, there's things we talk about giving our flowers for what we deserve. And a big part of that is, guys, pay. Yeah, everything that you see is not free. It's not cheap. People who do work, people want a shortcut in life, or they will use you for your business, etc., etc. Guys, put money on the table. So let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room, and that is women in finance. Do you feel, and anyone feel free to answer, do you feel that women are taught a different approach to money than men?
Yes.
I feel like, yeah, but I think it's like the society that pushes it, because first of all, no one's taught enough.
Right.
So there's that part of it. And then once we do start like evolving, and it's subliminal, a lot of it, the man should earn, the man should earn, the man should earn. But the woman's like doing whatever she needs to do to obviously earn as well. We're really good because we actually do get females who are within the financial world to come into Women Who Thrive and support the community. I think there's been 4 different groups of women that we have now collaborated with, and all of these women have come in and taught something else about what women should know. And like the statistics, like women generally live longer than men, but yet women's retirement fund is like 50% lower than a man's.
Yep.
So it's like, why is this not working out? I think a lot of women are shy to talk about things as well, but also there is that other area of life where, I mean, I haven't got children yet, but by the time I do have children, I would like to be able to take 2 years to look after my child. You know, like, especially for me, I come from an early childhood development background. I want to be able to take that time. I can't, well, I will because we own a business, but generally speaking, if you don't own a business and you don't have a man to support you, and you haven't raised enough funds to support you and a child for 2 years, you have to go back to work. You have to do all of these things, and there's all of these different things that come into play when it comes to a woman and how we have to just live out our lives in general.
So remember at the back end of last podcast, I said that we as a company, we tried, to invigorate and stimulate as many women as we can to get involved. Like, we went through a huge advertising campaign, and we had like hundreds and hundreds of women sign up. Very few attend, but still a lot did attend. And I said that it was very embarrassing for me to watch them over, of the amount of excuses that were coming. Now, you mentioned childcare, et cetera, and it felt like we were talking about all the barriers and things that we needed to do as women, and then we've got to do this and we've got to do that. But I very hardly, if not, I don't think I did hear anyone say, but you know what? But we can also earn as well. So we don't have to rely on the man or on the business or have the pressure of having to go back for the job. So why is that? Why do we start more with the barriers rather than coming up with a solution?
What you were saying last week, Sue, was about actually it starts in the companies, right?
Yeah, it starts. I think I would love to fast forward 10 years time and let's see how, and have the same question and see us have the same discussion, because I feel like we're shifting we're shifting very quickly from the norm that has been the norm for over 100 years of how women play a part, and women's voting rights, and how women play a part in the household, and how women are in society as a whole, right?
Yes.
And I think we still have a barrier. Companies over the last, I would say, 15 years have been a bit more open to giving a seat to women at the table within the corporate industry. That's not a long time. It might sound like a long time, but it's not. And when you are, it's like that thing, when you keep coming up against a wall, you're always just going to have, that's going to be your reaction every time. And that's where it is. It's like and that's why I said I would be very, very interested to fast forward 10 years, because
see where we are.
I think that, is it Gen Zs now? Is that where we are? Or Gen X, or
Gen
where
X.
are we? I would love to see.
I'm the worst person to ask about this, man. I have no idea.
Where are we?
I have no idea. Gen Z?
Well,
what was the article we wrote the other day? Gen Z.
I think it's Gen X.
It's Gen
Gen
X
X
now.
now.
I would
Gen
love
X?
to see where they are, because they're now growing up in a very different time where then I don't feel they have the same barriers as women my age do, because I was very much brought up in a male dominant world where that was taught to us from a very young age. And it was told, and like I said in our last chat, where I grew up, it wasn't work hard and become your own person and own your own business. Not even for the men. I'm not even just talking about the women. It was work hard, go to uni, get a degree, work for a good company, and work your way up to whatever level you can. Whereas now there is this whole mindset of be an entrepreneur, own your own business, be your own person, And that's for men and women. So that's why I say I would love to see the fast forward and see the progress, how women are. But right now, you're dealing with women who've had to be pushed down, pushed back, listen to excuses from other people why they can't sit at the table, and take that on. So
oppressed.
Yeah, to a certain degree, absolutely.
I was thinking, even like if you think about a lot of women that I watch being interviewed, especially if they're interviewed by a man. Oh, how do you juggle work and the kids? When do men get asked that?
Literally.
I actually make it a point when I'm interviewing on my podcast, if I know a man has children, how do you do it with your kids and your job?
But even women do it. Even women do it. The amount of times I get 100%. The amount of times I get asked, oh, so do you guys have kids then? How do you do it all? And as soon as I say, oh no, we don't have kids. Oh, okay.
So I mean, I've got my daughter, I've got my dog. How do I do it? Like what I was saying, no excuses.
Yeah.
I just do it. That's my role and my responsibility as a father, as a man.
There's a different pressure for you as a father than there is for a woman. Like if you there's not memes going around on the internet saying, oh yeah, I'm so proud of my husband who looks after his children, rather than saying I'm babysitting his own kids. You never see those jokes about women ever.
In society right now as well, if you go somewhere and in the UK, and if you talk to some people in social services who deal with children who need a bit more help, the amount of times I have people who work within those entities, and the amount of times where they're like, well, where are the parents? And they're like, oh, well, both have to work to maintain blah, blah, blah. The first question is, oh, well, how many hours does the mum do? Where is the mum? Like the mum is the forefront. It's not, okay, like the first question is, where's mum?
I hear that.
What's mum doing? Why is mum not around? The question always looks at the mum first. And that's because, again, through society, women, like back in the day, women stayed at home, women were the house bosses, I like to call them. And that's where it all stems from. And we're still, everyone thinks like we have moved forward. We have come a long, long way from women's rights, but we're still just at the beginning.
Still that mindset shift that needs to happen.
Yeah,
because we got to remember, look, men are, what's the description? Protector, provider. So it's natural for people to assume the man's going to earn the money. So when they say, so where's the mum? Yeah. It's that mentality, right? And it's still there because obviously, who says, where's the dad? No one's going to say that.
Yeah, but that's the whole point. So no one's saying that, but then women are then supposed to ignore all of the factors that get in the way that obstructs them from making the right financial decisions or being able to even go forward with those financial decisions, you know, which is the point of what we're talking about, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So
very interesting.
It actually just affirms the fact that men are just assumed to be working. Oh yeah, of course the man's not at home, he's working. What do you mean the woman's working?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much programmed in society that if the man works, man earns, you don't need your own money.
Think about it like this. This just popped into my head. What is 95% of people's reaction when they meet a man who says they're a stay-at-home dad? What is the reaction? Think of that. And then it's very, very similar to when you talk about what the subject we're talking about women in finance, women in corporate. We've moved along from it. The reaction to a stay-at-home dad is still very much
it's a surprise and shock, of course.
It's absolutely like what? And then the questions he stays at home and he's happy. So like, do you know what I mean? It's like literally I've seen it. It's like he stays at home and he's happy.
He's happy.
Like it's like a jigsaw puzzle people are trying to put together in their mind when they have this conversation, and it's like, okay, why are we still here? Why are we? Why is that not normalized? Why can we not respect the fact that, do you know what? This man has decided he is protecting his family. He is taking care of his family from inside the home, and that is him being the protector.
That's it. That is it. That's his thing. Yeah, I get that. You know, when we talk about like Gen Zs as well, I read something this morning which I thought was hilarious. There was an article that said Gen Zs or Gen X have discovered, that they have decided that they can be a lot more calmer if they decide to not work for a week. So someone responded, mate, we call it a vacation. It's the same thing. Do you see how they worded it?
Yeah.
Like somehow they invented not working for a week. Bro, it's called a vacation. Yeah?
I'm here for it, but they probably want it like paid and not from their vacation time. They just want to
It's
stay
just
at home and
so
not work.
crazy. Like
The
times have
grafting with
changed,
the
isn't it?
generation, and it has, and that's why I said I would love,
Changed.
because I remember when I first started working, I would graft to, and again, this is something that you were taught to do. It was kind of like, I don't know where I learned it from, but there was somewhere along the way that you knew when you got a job, you started from the bottom and you worked your way up, and you would pull your sleeves up. This is one thing that I used to remember.
But that's
hearing in
our
interviews.
generation. We were all like that. All of us were like
yeah.
that because that's how we grew up.
Yeah.
Right? That's because we saw our parents do it, that they instilled that into us. And so we naturally would roll our sleeves up.
And it was a question at interview. They were like, they used to say, we're looking for someone who's like happy to roll their sleeves up and get stuck in and be a team player. Now, the amount of people I speak to, bosses who've got Gen Zs and whatever, and they're like, they just do the needful. They come in, they do the needful just about, and then they leave. And then they wonder why, like, there's
They're
nothing
not getting a
else.
raise.
They're not getting a raise, or and nothing else is happening.
Girls, I cannot remember we were talking about hiring and firing. I cannot begin to explain the amount of people that have come in PFX. So, listen, 9 a.m. is 9 a.m., no? But you can't swan in the meeting at like 1 p.m. Like, I mean, oh yeah, I just woke up. So
1
when
p.m.
I'm like, when my hand is like this, like, okay, let it go, yeah. And then obviously someone in the team's got a like, yo, let's have a conversation. You can't do that, right? And obviously now, let's say they improve a little bit, yeah. Remember, it's not normal for them. The next time, yo, where is he? Where's this bit of work? Or where's this? Oh yeah, look, I was just busy, man. You were busy, yeah. I'll get it done when I get a bit of time. Like you're not employed.
Literally, I've seen it and I've heard it. It's crazy. I remember when I worked in the corporate office and I was like 2 minutes late. I was messaging my boss, I'm really, really sorry. Someone's crashed into my car. Oh, now I'm in a taxi. But like, I would make up the biggest excuse so I just wouldn't get in trouble. And that's being 2 minutes late. I'm not saying that that's okay. And
But
surely
they say
we
it
should
so
live
casually.
that.
They're saying it so
Yeah.
casually. That's right. It's all right. They're saying that. Look, you could ask these guys. I'm very flexible. Like, do your thing. Yeah. As long as work's done, do your thing. But when they're coming to me like, it's all right, Pri. Telling me it's all right. We post it later. Broski,
It's calm. It's all right. Don't worry. We got this. It's all right.
No problem. Crazy. But anyway, next question. So, do you girls invest or trade?
No.
And if not, what are your barriers?
That's a good question.
Because you guys have female influence. You
Yeah.
guys have the community. Yeah, and you will have a lot of women that will be watching this. So what are your barriers?
Honestly speaking, I would say time and mental real estate. Doing so many things. I need to learn how to do it.
Yes.
And I need to have a new space segment in my brain to understand how to do it. So I would say that's one part of it. And I'll say another part of it for me personally is never feeling like I had enough money to even start doing something like that. I was a teacher out here for a long time. I've transitioned through lots of different careers. So my finances has been unstable in terms of what I'm getting, what I'm not getting. And it's only recently where I've heard more of the thing where people are like, just start, even with just a little bit.
That's it.
Whereas back then I thought you would have to have like a lot of extra funds to be able to.
So it's
any extra money I have had over the years has gone into
your
these
business.
side hustle things that we've been doing.
So it's a premeditated assumption that you need a lot of money
Yeah.
to kick on. Okay.
A premeditated assumption plus the fact that I now need mental real estate.
Well, you gotta. No one can force you into this. It's just how it is, right? You've got at that moment, you've got to want to do it. Only when you want to do something, you'll do it. Yeah. If someone forces you to do something and it's not natural, naturally you'll stop.
Yeah, my friend has forced me to create an account on some thing. Platform, yeah. I created the account, I threw 1,000 dirhams in there and I've just left it.
Because you've got no interest in it.
So
that's why when you talk about you've got to be mentally ready. You've got to be mentally ready. So okay, makes sense. Yeah. Okay, Sue.
When I was in my 20s, I bought, sold. I got into property a little bit and I understood it and I knew what I was doing. So that for me, and I had the time. So I
Right.
think time and everything that we've been doing over the last few years as well, I feel like that side of life moves quickly. There's always something new to learn and to understand, and I haven't had the time to really, or had the guts to go and understand it because of all the risks involved. And I'm like a very precautious person where I need to know every single thing before I even get involved with anything, and I just don't have the time to do my due diligence as such
Of course.
to be able to get involved with it. And I think as time's gone on, for me, I've got I don't have children, but I've got other family responsibilities where I can't afford to take certain risks. And it's that fear of when you are one person with so many
Responsibilities.
people who are counting on you, one wrong move
Could jeopardize them.
could jeopardize them. So when you've got that as well, you've got so much pressure on wanting to continue to do the right thing. You stick to what you know,
Of course.
and you stick to what you feel confident in. And until you find that time to learn about more and get the confidence, I would like to get involved in it. Whether I would still feel confident enough to take risks, because you see it, like we see it. We see people who get trade. We see people who invest and do well from it. And we see people who tell their stories where they didn't do well from it. We see it and we know it. But actually putting yourself in there, I think that's the fear. When you've got
course.
responsibilities for anyone, man or woman, is the risk worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And can you put yourself in that position? Have you got the time and the brain space to put yourself in that position?
Okay.
So that's
So
where I stand.
what? So I'm going to ask Connor. Yeah, Connor's sitting there, listening to what you just said there. No, because I can talk all day, right?
Yeah.
But now let's put it into a perspective of someone else. Yeah. What for someone who does trade and invest? Yeah, and did take that risk, living in South Africa. What would you say to the girls who just said that?
It's almost like you would, let's say, get involved on a smaller scale and watch it, just see how it works, and almost get skin in the game. On a smaller scale, and then from there, your knowledge and interest will change. I would say
Why would it change?
because you're seeing money work for itself.
Yeah, and I think that you can start small, and you got to try. Yeah, if you don't try, you'll never know. And that having that thing of that regret of not knowing. Now, don't get me wrong. You may start, you may try. It may not be for you. You may not even enjoy it. Yeah. When you're around the right people, when you know what's right in front of you, something that Connor just said, you won't. It's very hard to stop when you see, number one, a deeper understanding of how the world works, and how that turns into income and money, And if you don't take risks, you may live with regret.
100%.
So what I would say is start small. But, you unfortunately live in a country where financial markets, trading and investing is a fool's game. Because it's very easy to manipulate and deceive people for their own gain. You need to see whether these individuals can do it themselves. Don't let them talk. Don't let them talk. Yeah? Show me with your own eyes. Can you trade? Can you invest? What are your results? And then you start. You go small just to test the waters and see how you go. And then you will see something a little bit different. And you'll know whether it's for you or it's not for you. Yeah. But at least you've got a little bit of experience yourself, And look, in life, you need to create multiple income streams. Yeah. The average millionaire has 7 income streams. Yeah. So now you've got to ask yourself, how many do you have and what do you need to do to get to that 7?
We're working on that.
And we've had numerous conversations with numerous people over the last few weeks, right? And so it all comes down to choice and what you want. So obviously my company, we can help provide 5 income streams through various channels of financial markets, right? But it comes down to you, because I ain't going to force you. I'm not even going to tell you to come to me or anything. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm telling you to watch out for yourself with whoever you go with, whatever you want to do. But I'm saying you've got to have skin in the game. Yeah, you've got to have skin in the game. And so the last thing is, what advice would you give to your fellow women who are watching on the sidelines that may want to also get involved
In trading.
and invest anything in financial markets? Break down the barriers and go for it. What advice would you give?
Just do it. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Just like you would do anything else. Just like you, and whenever you want to try something, the knowledge.
I need to put a mirror up as well so she can listen to herself as well. Can we put a mirror here as well? They're gone.
I know. After what I've said, but I'm
Yeah.
just talking off the back of like wanting to do anything in life. If you want to do it bad enough, if you want to know enough about it, you will find the time and you will do it. You are your own barrier in life, and you stop yourself from progressing. And if you want to know more, first start off by talking to someone who you trust, or someone that you believe in, or someone, even if they don't know anything about it, confide in someone
Yes.
of how you're feeling about it, because 9 times out of 10 they're either feeling the same and they may have already looked for the help or got the help, or they may be in the same position you, and then you've got a buddy to go and learn with and find out more things about
Absolutely.
the subject. So I would say, regardless of what it is in life, if you want to do it, find out and start slowly. Don't rush in. Don't jump in. Don't look at other people and see where they are and compare yourself to those people. Do it to the beat of your drum and find your way.
I love that. I love that. Achasa?
I would say research. You know, like often we want to know about things, and I talked about mental real estate, and sometimes I find myself scrolling on Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok or any of these things, and I think to myself, oh, let me actually do something that serves me. Whether it is looking into a certain doctor or whatever. If you're interested in trading or any type of investment, just take a moment out where you would normally be scrolling and just read something. Read something that is going to support you to understand what the hell it even means. What are these different terminologies that are just being thrown out there? And then go and speak to someone who actually works in the field. For me,
Absolutely.
I'm someone that likes to speak to multiple people. Like I've got my Invisaligns right in now. I went to 6 different dentists before I went to this one, because I want to make sure that people know what they're talking about, and if everyone's the same, and finding the right price and all of that kind of thing, especially in somewhere Dubai. Go and talk to lots of people that work in the finance world. I'll say, as a woman, go and speak to the women. No offense, men, but I just feel like women can be a bit more genuine, a bit more comforting when it comes to your finances. Obviously, that there's a whole other like emotional wall when it comes to that. So speak to someone that makes you feel comfortable. Definitely.
That can resonate with you as well.
I hear that.
Which is
Bottom
very
line,
important.
try, man. You don't know till you try.
You don't
Right? And
have
in
to.
life, take risks, man. But anyway, guys, I've been Pierre FX. They have been Women Who Thrive. Thank you so much for coming on. We could talk for hours.
Yeah.
You know, we could talk for hours and hours and hours. But yes, that is us. Thank you very much, guys. Please leave any comments that you have for the girls in the comment sections. They will be able to respond to you and get involved. If you want to get involved with Women Who Thrive, all the links and everything is going to be in the description. And if you are a woman in Dubai and you want to get involved with a bunch of women who are active, who do things, who network, who socialize, who are like-minded, get in touch with the girls and get yourself involved. And any of you guys who are interested in financial markets and want to come to someone who does have a good reputation in this tainted industry, then you're welcome. Take care, girls. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank
Memoirs
you.
of a Trader signing out. Bye-bye.